Hey everyone! I thought we'd talk a little bit about stigma today. Stigma is a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person. The American Psychological Association did a survey and they found that 87% of American adults agreed that having a mental health disorder is nothing to be ashamed of. Yet, 33% agreed with the following statement: people with mental health disorders scare me. Not very comforting, right? Furthermore, 39% said they would view someone differently if they knew that person had a mental health disorder. Found that really sad. Um, I've had to deal with a lot of stigma in my own life. For instance, I'll be talking with someone and it'll come up like, "Hey, what do you do?" And I'll say, "Well, I'm disabled." Sometimes they'll ask me, "Well, why?" And I'll say, "Because I'm bipolar." And they'll have like a face change, like completely. And if it goes further and, they ask me about my life and whatnot, and the subject of suicide comes up and they find out about my suicide attempt, it gets even worse. And so um, it's just really hard to deal with. Um, People will, like, if they find out that I'm mentally ill, they'll do like a slow fade out of my life. Sometimes they'll be like really abrupt. Like they're my friend one day, and then as soon as they find out that I'm mentally ill, it's like all ties are cut, which is really sad. I think it's just people are afraid of what they don't understand. And that's why we've got to get the word out there, about it. Um, Another thing that I think is sad that happens is that a lot of people tend to resent people for being mentally ill, and I don't know why that is. I think that's really sad. Um, but you wouldn't resent somebody for having cancer or for being diabetic. So why would you resent somebody for being mentally ill? It's not their fault. They didn't cause it, they didn't choose it. Um, if if they could choose it, then nobody would be mentally ill because nobody would want to suffer like that, you know? Um, and I've learned a lot over the years working with NAMI. I'm a peer-to-peer teacher. I do in our own voice presentations and whatnot. And in peer-to-peer, we teach that mental illnesses are no blame disorders because they are. Nobody caused them. They just are. Um, I've had people say so many things to me. I've had people say, "You need to get over it. You just need to get your shit together. You need to, get off all your medications and go back to work." And people have all sorts of judgments for you, especially when you're on disability. And I'll talk about that in other videos as well. But, all sorts of ideas about, that you're a low life because you're on disability because you have a mental illness. Well, let me tell you, if you have a mental illness and you're on disability, there's a reason for that. And I think a lot of people don't understand how debilitating mental illness is. And you know what? Just because somebody has an ailment that you can't see doesn't mean that it's not there. Anyway, so I'll definitely talk about this further in more videos, but I just wanted to touch on it a little bit. And I do want to leave you with a quote by Bill Clinton that I really like. And it is: mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of, but stigma and bias shame us all. Take care and keep watching.